How do you feel about that, buying fake shit?
Nah, I can't do it. I can't. I'm a bad liar. I just would feel uncomfortable. Like,
I'd rather just wear
and just stay down till you come up. You know, like there's so many dope fly things you could buy that's affordable. You know, like. And I still do it to this day, but if there's something I do like from like Louis, like I'll tap in. I'm not like Louis'd out, you know, but
I feel like it's like it has to be like very, very excess income. You know what I mean? Like I think you were talking about on your like that podcast, like We Don't Smoke the Same or whatever, where you said like
first smoke of the day,
where you're like if you get your first bag, like don't just go buy some Amiri jeans, find some way to invest that into making more money, because guess what, like those Amiri jeans, what are you gonna do, wear them for the rest of your life? No, you're gonna wear them for like a couple times and then boom, that's over with. The money's spent, and then what are you gonna do? Like literally hope for another bag? It's like,
it's fried, bro. Make sure y'all go invest your money properly, but
like don't like do the fake flexing thing. Like
that's just so burnt out.
Just
you know
dumb.
what I mean?
You know what I mean?
You're literally not impressing anybody. Like and people could just, you know, like you gotta remember, like it takes a certain somebody to just wear fake shit and not give a fuck. Like those probably aren't like the best people to keep around you. You know what I mean? Well, they're very manipulative, probably.
You know what's funny is when I used to work on Starline, on Starline tours or whatever, selling the fucking tickets, I would spend a lot of time on the streets. There was this dude that would walk around and sell fake shit, right? And at the time, I just needed a belt, bro. I needed any belt, like you know what I mean, like any Ross belts or whatever it is. And he walked past me and he's just like, yo, you know, like you want a belt? And he was showing me an MCM belt, and I was like, how much? He was like $10, and I was like, easy. I was like, fuck it. It's like I bought the belt and I used that shit for like 3 years. You know what I mean? Like,
my God.
I never pulled a photo where I'm like tucking my fucking thing.
You got the MCM.
I've never like flexed it or like tried to tell people like, I got an MCM belt.
Mexican, bro.
I just bought it. I just bought it just cause it was a $10 belt and it worked. And I was like, all right, fire it, clutch. You know?
Damn. Yeah, I never.
But you saying I'm untrustable because I bought it?
No, but I do think people that like will go like head to toe like fake Balenciaga from like Temu or like Tabao. You know what I mean? Like those are like people you gotta be careful.
Temu is getting so popular, but
yeah,
bro, there's like so many.
I mean, just the whole well, they don't call it fakes. They they call it reps.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Replicas.
Wasn't it like Akon who like got called out for having like a bunch of fake
crazy Dior jacket and he said like Drink Champs,
and he said like, why would I waste my money on that? You know what I mean? But also,
I'm not. But why would you want to look like you waste your money on that?
Exactly.
If you're finna go on camera and be like, this is dumb to spend your money on, why you still want to represent that lifestyle?
That's what I was thinking. Is like just wear. You can go to like any other store and get like a cool fancy print shirt for like $20-$30. You can go to Nothing Personal and get a $50 shirt or like the like or like a knitted sweater or whatever.
Website right here.
You probably not, but I thought that was kind of funny too, but I don't know. I think it's like in different areas in certain I feel like in different areas like it's not as big of a deal. Like in Russia, everyone has fake Louis, fake Gucci and all that stuff just cuz. And no one even looks weird at you for having the fake shit. It's kind of like everyone just has fake shit. You know what I mean? It's kind
of, well, that's another thing too in LA. Like I've never looked at somebody who was like, I mean, unless like Akon was here and he was wearing that D Rio fucking Dior jacket, like maybe I'll call him out. But like, I don't know. Like if a female comes in with like a Louis Vuitton bag, I'm not gonna like grab a magnifying glass and like test the leather and shit. You know what I mean? Like if I catch the vibe, I'll catch it. It just feels like there's more than likely the fake stuff's always like Gucci for some reason. From my experiences, just like
I guess that's true. Right?
I don't know why. Like that red and green is just like it's sometimes a dead giveaway. Like that shit looks fake as hell. Is
Gucci the most fake?
And also,
fashion brand.
And also, it's like they just play that role. You could just see somebody like if they're wearing like fucking like Nike sweatpants and then have like a Chanel jacket, like okay, something might not be adding up. You know what I mean? But
you know what I saw on Instagram the other day? It was like this video. It was a promo video, like an advertisement video. But it's this guy who's like cutting like alligator skin, and he's like doing a little montage of him putting a bag together by hand. And while he's doing it, he's like talking over it, saying. He's like, you see this alligator skin? He's like, I get it from the same supplier that Hermes gets their alligator skin from. He's like, same quality. He's like, you see the stitching, same quality. Blah, blah. He's just basically saying all the shit's the same quality. Yeah. It just doesn't have the Hermes thing on it.
Yeah.
And he's just like, are you gonna pay for quality or are you gonna pay for the brand name? And it's like, in a way, watching him make the bag from hand was cool to me. Like, I think that's kind of sick to get like a handmade thing like that. That's 100% made by the same one dude who's been doing it for a minute. But for
think
some
I've seen
reason,
that same guy.
but I feel like that's even though like I'm against that shit, like that's really the power of branding. Or like even though I saw the dude make it, he's saying it's all the same materials. If I had the option of getting a Hermes one, I would probably. But it has to do not just with the branding. It has to do with like the age of the fucking the company. You know what I mean? Like the history behind it. You know, because they've been doing it for a minute. They have had
you're buying into the heritage.
Exactly, the
You know what I
heritage.
mean?
They have Pagani Hermeses. You know what I mean? Like type shit.
Yeah.
Like it's not a small company or whatever.
No,
it
it
is.
isn't. It isn't, bro. But I think that you know, if there's anybody who's out there like, and the thing is too is like sometimes like this shit will cost like $100, bro. Like buying $100 worth of sign that's like fake is crazy to me. Like that shit gotta be like $10.
I feel you.
They have a you know like there's just a whole newfound community called like the rep community on Reddit, and all they do is just share like their deals for the day, and it's just like it's despicable. Listen, the only thing I probably would buy that was fake would probably be like some Murakami pillows for the crib. But like that's really just for the function. The design's cool, but like I need to have the quality matched, you know. But
I don't
like,
think that's. I think a lot of people do that. You know what I mean? Like so many people have the Murakami pillows in their bedrooms. They're just like, oh, you're really spending $1,000 on these pillows?
Right. I'll spend. I mean, I got $60. You know, beyond that, my pillows are from like Wayfair.com. Like they're not even anything.
Is
special.
that like Temu?
Nah. Wayfair is like some like fancy IKEA, but it's still shitty fucking wood saw furniture,
like very like cheap material.
Moving into the crib I stay in now, I probably lost like around like $1,000 worth of like dressers and coffee tables that were just shit quality. Like I really took an L like buying all this stuff from like a certain website.
But did you assemble them poorly?
Smoke, man. I don't know Smoke. Shout out to Smoke, bro. You probably fucked it all up.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like I have not me personally anymore, but in my parents' apartment, there's IKEA shit that we got like 10 years ago that we're even longer that we're still using to this day, that's standing there, but it doesn't really get touched or moved around. You know what I mean? Like if you probably move it, it'll get fucked up.
Yeah, and coffee tables, saying about coffee tables, they gotta sustain like a lot of like a daily use, just because you're literally pulling it some days, and you're pushing it, and you're stressing out those pegs.